carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. This is Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Again to Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 of the 30. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Detroit!
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, complete to Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice ease.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And again, it's Mayfield. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield on first down. Oh, the spin. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return is Henderson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third down, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Over. All right, now, look at 56.
First down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No. Check, Patriot. No. Check, Patriot.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Johnson on the counter. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Mayfield now on second down. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Floating one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Barkevious Mingo. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up and try to keep it. And that pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 34, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll look to throw. The catch made by Miller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score, and the Bears will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Mayfield on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On second down, Mayfield again. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gone!
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And his pass incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 36 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Mayfield now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it's caught. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. Whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
First down, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Here's Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone!
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.